Larry Reed Live. It's like so. This is a YouTuber named Larry Reed Live.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching him for since the pandemic, and he this old retired. He used to be a pastor, but now he basically runs a gossip blog. And I'm not even a gossip type of dude, but his stuff is funny. He be commentating.
A gossip blog?
It ain't even it's actually not even gossip. It's stuff that's happened, and he just talk about what's happening. That's something leaked out or a story happened in the church. He'll bring it up and talk about it on his his platform. But his theme song, I was singing his theme song. It'd be like Larry Reed Live. I don't know who's singing it, but yeah. Shout out to Larry Reed, friend of the show, friend of the podcast, Larry Reed.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been checking him out for a long time.
Right.
Before the pandemic.
Right. What's going on, brother, man?
Hey,
buddy.
Chilling.
Hey.
Yeah, what it is.
You see, I'm veloured down again.
I see you,
It's
baby.
not going to stop, baby. It's not going to stop.
So you bought more.
I got enough velour to last me a whole nother pandemic.
All right.
I don't want that, though.
Cool.
I want to be able to go out and show off my velour, but, But if I gotta stay at the house, I'm prepared to do that in velour, too, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. You look like you're like the grandmother's good seat. It's always that one seat that got a little velour on it. Is this your whole this your new game? You just want to go somewhere, sit, blend in with the background and everything, and then maybe a woman will come and you trying to pick up hood chicks because you remind them of their,
you know
their
how
grandmother's
I feel
good chair.
You know how I feel. The one they could never sit on.
But they can sit on your lap. Come on, baby, you can sit here.
See, you see the vision. High five it. Virtual high five it. You see the vision. And you know I love a hood chick. Next time I'm coming to Detroit very soon. Because Southwest keeps promoting flights to Detroit. And so I'm going to come. I'm coming up there very... You all right? Easy. Easy.
I choked on it. And it went up my nose a little bit. Oh, my life flashed before my eyes.
Oh, man. I just felt bad because I was like, we still have to release this video. It'd just be like Kyle Walker's last moments and give a disclaimer, warning, graphic footage.
It's messed up.
It is.
Shoot. Whew. I almost didn't make it past that.
It be when you choke on it be just a little droplet of water down the wrong pipe. It's just enough
But
to
then,
just be.
But then it's you want to drink more to clear it, but it's just nah, this would just happen though.
Right? Yeah, man. Oh my God, I've choked on some spit. I've had some I feel like near-death experiences with my own spit recently. Just your whole life flash. You just...
I don't even want to hear about spit after what I watched. So.
Oh, we should wait on that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna wait, but.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. Beat battle time.
No, introduction. Yo, right. What's up, everybody? I'm Kyle, a.k.a. Slick Mahogany, joined by my special guest. Wait, you're not a guest. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm already preparing because me and Kat, we already starting our pod and all that stuff. But so I mean, you can come and be a guest. I
would love to
whenever he's busy or something.
Yeah, I get it. Because me and Kat on the same episode. That's a lot. That's a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two world-class comedians on the one podcast at once. It's a lot. You said what though? It's V Baby. Let me introduce myself. Glad to be here again. Also, I want to say that this episode is brought to you in part by SHAs, also known as health savings accounts. Friends of the podcast. They are. They my friend this week. HSA been my friend this whole week. I forgot I had an HSA, bro. And then like I got like an email like check your HSA statement, bro. It was like $4,000 in that mug, and I was like, oh, I've been paying this whole time. I knew I had it, but I never need or forgot. I was just kind of like, oh, people like, oh, you should have an SHA. So I got one, but I don't be needing it until recently.
It's HSA.
Well, I keep saying
SHA.
I went to public school. I went to public school. Letters sometimes.
Actually, I wasn't paying much attention. Maybe you just said it that one last time, but I'll find in post.
Okay.
So we'll find
SHAs.
Yeah, but shout out to SHAs. Shout out to HSAs.
H. There
Yeah,
you go.
it's like the similar H and S have a similar like kind of using the similar like muscles to pronounce. Anyway, I know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to use it. Does that mean you haven't been going to the doctor? Do you go to the doctor?
Yeah, I go to the doctor. I just never have a copay. Like with like regular visits, I don't have a copay for it, or I'll just pay out of pocket right there on the spot because it'd be like $20. I'm like, oh, here. So I don't.
But that's what the HSA is for,
I
though.
I
You
know.
Just pay for it with that.
I'm saying I'm
You
realizing
have a
that
card
yeah,
and everything with it. It's like a debit account.
I know, but I just ain't had nothing huge like a big like expense where I was like,
ain't the point. Like I use it for everything. Like I would use mine back when I
mean,
had
you get a
one.
lot of ailments though, so I get like your
I
commitment
know, but
to it.
it's still even
I'll be
just
going
a
like
copay. Like I'm not coming out of pocket on that. Why? Why would I do it? Like I'm already like basically I'm paying twice. You already put the money in the HSA out of your pocket, and now you're paying out of pocket again for the copay or something.
Well, my eyes are open, Kyle. Okay,
I need
this
to
ain't
expand your mind, my young Padawan.
Yeah, but shout out to HSAs. Once I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm really getting them glasses I wanted before that I was like not gonna get because of the price. I'm really about to get them now.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, are they prescription?
Yeah, they're gonna be prescription.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how well that stuff applies. It's been a while since I've really like dove into all that stuff, but
yeah.
No, that's good. I'm glad you shouted that out because we need to educate our
get you an SHA account. Yeah,
so they know.
Get you an
What's
HSA
up?
account. If your job offer do the maximum contribution, because the job will match that, and baby, you in there. You in there. Mm-hmm.
Some jobs will match it.
Them good benefits. Mm-hmm.
It is good.
You need to keep that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you want to keep an HSA because if you have a FSA or a HSA, I prefer the HSA
because you can
FSA
drag it over.
Doesn't roll over,
mm-hmm.
and you have to use those funds before year's in,
right?
Or whenever your fiscal year is over.
Yeah. Yep.
And you can keep it even after you've quit that job and then just was unemployed for a while because you hated what you were doing with your life.
This sounds oddly biographical.
You can still keep the HSA.
Sounds oddly like really close to home. It sounds very personal.
You can use it for over-the-counter prescription drug, or that's an oxymoron. You can use it for over-the-counter drugs, whatever, like anything health-related.
Word.
Health savings account. Copy one.
Word. Indeed. This sounded very personal just then, but I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad. We're just sharing our truths, though.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Just sharing our truths right now.
I've never done something like that. I've heard of people doing that. I personally, that's just reckless.
It's very rare. We'll get to that, the recklessness of all that in a second too, because I got like 3 stories in one. But but anyway, you got a beat. What's up? I've done this for one, and it's so easy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did this.
Oh,
a prototype by Andre 3000.
Okay, shoot.
Yeah, I did this one episode.
That's part of this problem. I feel like we actually need to keep
a tracker of like what the beat of the week was.
Yeah. Because at this rate, we're just gonna be repeating stuff.
My catalog is endless, so I'm not worried about me repeating. But
mine is too. I just don't be remembering what happened and what hasn't happened. Okay. This one you might know.
I don't know what this is. I don't know.
No guess.
No guess. I don't have a clue what this is.
3:15:20.
What's 3:15:20?
Childish Gambino. Off his White album.
No. Oh, the one. The 10. Oh, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have guessed that. And it didn't sound anywhere like close to it. So.
Yes, it did.
So no. Oh no, I wouldn't have known that.
Drop it off.
I got one. I think you'll appreciate this one too.
Okay. Is this like Inside Out? No, you turning me upside down. What it sounds like. That's what I hear, and I'm like, why would I appreciate that?
That's not it. That's not it.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's not it. It was your boy JT. Dance with me, rock your body. Just
That was terrible.
yeah, it was rock your body.
Do it again. What? I can kind of hear it now, but it's like it's too high. I don't get it.
That's the guitar notes are high. They're up there.
It ain't that high.
Oh man. Yeah. That's the beats of the week. This was a great one. This is a good one.
Oh my gosh. Ridiculous.
Oh man.
Yo, by the way, I like your notes for this week.
You do.
I'm rocking with them.
You like them. You like where we're going. You like the journey we're about to take together as a people.
I like the journey we about to take.
All right. Dessert of the week, baby. Hit me with it real quick.
Ooh, goodness gracious. I have not been focused on that.
I know you've been eating dessert, so.
I got so many ailments. And I just got hit with another bomb today. So dessert of the week is going to be looking real different. Because I like my baked goods, which mostly have wheat. I have to do an elimination diet, is what a allergist told me today. So I need to figure out some stuff.
Oh, man.
So I can't have like dairy, nuts, tree nuts and peanuts, soy and wheat, and eggs, which like all those things are
in everything
baked goods. So I'm just like, bro,
it's gonna be the healthy snack of the week.
Rolls, like basic.
Today's salad is brought to you in part by who got good salads. McDonald's got some of the. Now we don't. We talk a lot about McDonald's got some good salads.
I'm not gonna lie, they do.
They got some good salads because I've been on I can't eat the baked goods no more, so I've been on my healthy kick, and I've been going to McDonald's a lot. Every now and again I might sneak me a little small fry, but I get the salad though. I'm coming for the salad, and so yeah.
Nah, for real, they Southwest salad. It goes. I like that. Wendy's got a good salad too.
We gonna
You
be
playing, but I be eating salads at fast food restaurants.
You gonna be doing the healthy snack of the week. Now you know what y'all need to start doing.
No.
Putting avocado on your toast.
Oh, gross. I hate avocados.
I don't like them either. They don't.
Man. I would be buying gluten-free flour and baking my own gluten-free cinnamon rolls before I go out like that. Don't like I will make a vegan cheesecake before I go out without having my desserts.
If these desserts think I'm out the game completely, they got another thing coming.
Like, I still got 2 cherry danishes to finish. So, I guess that's my dessert of the week. But I be eating those for breakfast.
But I thought you can't have, they not wheat though, huh?
They just told me today. You think I'm just about to quit and just like jump ship? Like, I just can't quit cold turkey. I got to wean myself off for a little bit. I got time.
Oh man.
They said they don't want to see me back for like 2-3 months. So
they tired of seeing you, really. That's what
that means. I got 2-3 months to. No, this is a new doctor. Like, this was like an allergist. I've never seen an allergist before.
Oh.
So, yeah. Fun stuff.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And I eat healthy though. So like trying to cut away, like I eat like nuts for like my snacks. You're so childish. Oh, you're childish.
First of all, that's not even what I was laughing at. That's what I wasn't even laughing at that.
Whatever. So I eat that for like my snack, and I don't know what to do for snack other than that. Like, now I'm gonna have to eat chips. I'm gonna have to go unhealthy.
Just nuts. That's it.
Salted and sweet. Yes. Especially, I got these honey roasted ones. They got pecans, pistachios, cashews.
Speaking of which, this episode is sponsored in part by Glad. Another friend of the show. They didn't send me the full write-up, so I forget what Glad stand for all the way, but they know who we shouting out. The Glad with 2 A's, because they extra glad. But yeah.
So not the trash bags?
No, not the trash bags.
Okay. I don't know what a blag is, but okay.
That's what they call they bags at Blags. Listening to back to this podcast has really challenged the idea that I thought I was a good public speaker. The issue is I don't enunciate like I should. I get lazy talking. I talk like I'm like talking, and so stuff just like little vowels and synonyms, just consonants, just be running together. Like I gotta start enunciating my stuff, man. I'm better than this.
You are.
I've won spelling bees, baby.
Just do that.
I got
your jaw down.
I gotta really. I don't like, man.
Maybe you should do some warm ups before we start.
La 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 la. No,
we already started.
Oh, okay. Oh. We just warming up, baby. We just warming
Sally
up.
sells seashells down by the seashore.
Why is Sally by the seashore anyway? Where's her mama at?
I don't even know why she's selling shells.
Oh man. Already starting on the immature note.
Absolutely.
So speaking of immaturity, so I was talking to my dad on Sunday. He called me out the blue actually. And so I was like curious because he like usually asks me if I call him usually. So or he'll text me. He won't usually call me. He texts me all day, every day. But he called me. He was like, first of all, he was like, you and your protege Kyle, y'all got a Martin Luther King episode coming on. First of all, he called me you my protege, so that lets me know I'm the star of the show. I'm just saying that's what he said. He said, you my protege. Those were his words. Your protege, Kyle. You know how my dad talk.
I don't think he knows what protege means.
I think so. I think he does. He's a very
No.
well-educated man, very articulate. He has. You think I got a great vocabulary? He has quite the.
I don't think he knows what it means.
I think. Yeah. I think
That's all. I mean, that's all I got to say.
You saying his HBCU education ain't good enough, Kyle? Is that something we need to? Do we need to impact some self-hate right now? Do we need to do that? I didn't plan on going in this direction, but is that the direction we need to take?
No, he flipped it on me.
Is that the direction we need to take? We can go down this path and unpack this.
Oh shoot!
You know they produce the most PhDs and masters to amongst black
That's
folks.
because they're easier to get there. I'm playing. So continue with what he was saying.
Yeah, so,
I'm ignoring the protege thing.
Oh well, so he was like, you and your protege Kyle, y'all need to do MLK episode. Are we living the dream or are we living a nightmare?
That's how you said it.
That's how he said it.
You didn't see him. His hands didn't go out like
They
that.
did.
You
The way
they did.
he did all that. We live in a dream or a nightmare. And I was like, oh, snaps.
Oh my gosh.
After I got done laughing,
So you laughed at him?
I laughed immediately as soon as he said it. I was
okay.
I was laughing more so because I was just like, bruh, he's clearly not listening to none of the episodes I've sent him, because I was like, this is not that podcast
At all.
This is not what we're here for.
If anything,
We're not here.
we'd be talking about where can I actually get the MLK sandwich with the donut buns.
Man, yeah.
Is that what
man,
it was called? Whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, nah. So I was rolling for a little bit, and then he was like, y'all got it. I was like, Dad, that's not what we're trying to accomplish at this podcast. I told him, I was like, I'm sure Tavis Smiley got you though on something. I'm sure if you go to Tavis Smiley's website, he has got some content for that very subject. Him, Roland Martin, somebody.
If he ain't busy in DMs.
Heck, T.I. might have something for you on that, but we don't. That's not what we're here for here. Cause we're recording. It's the day after Martin MLK Day, but it's funny though, that conversation led to even more of a discussion. Cause I was talking to him about I had a job interview. Cause nobody sees this episode. Yeah, I had a job interview, and I was telling him about it. Yeah, I was putting in for this other job with a totally different job. So I had a job interview on Friday, and so I was telling him about it. And I was like, I told him, I was like, I applied to this other job and everything like that, and I'm about to see, what's hitting on, and somehow it got on the subject of work and everything like that, cause we job hop. If we don't like a job, we'll leave, which is like from that generation, that's like unfathomable. There it is. They can't imagine just quitting a job or just leaving for something else or whatever. But I was telling him, I was like, Dad, I hate to break the news to you, but my generation hates working. Like, I don't know. I don't have one friend or even an associate whose dream is like what they doing right in this moment. Very, very few. Like, if like they dream about working and this is like they just fully content and this is satisfied. Most people I know are trying to get out the rat race. And I was telling him that, I was like, this is not that generation. We've had this conversation a little bit on this podcast before. I was like, it was like news to him. It was like I really told him like something else. Like I came like, yo, hey Dad, I don't know. But it was like, he was like really like, huh? So what about sacrifice? Why don't nobody want to sacrifice? I was like, we won't have to. We don't really,
Sacrifice what? And for what?
Yeah, so it's like I told him, I was like, we all we got different visions for how we want, to spend our lives and our, the rest of our years and everything like that. But he's like, yeah. He's like, I don't know. Y'all just got to learn how to say, that type of,
Yeah.
But I was like, baby, we up. We out. It's up right now. I am my ancestors' wildest dream, baby. I'm him.
Right. Like, that's the, I don't know. I don't know if I've said this when we talked about it before, but I remember somebody pointing out to me and one of our elders pointing out, like, people did all this stuff because they had to.
Yeah.
And, like, because they had to, like, support their families and do this and that, and they didn't have any other options for real. I'm like,
Right.
But that's why we, like, honor them by quitting our jobs. because they fought for the freedom that we now have.
Frederick Douglass so proud of me today. I quit that my job last time. Frederick Douglass was cheering me on. He was like, yeah. Heck yeah. He was like, that's
Like,
doggone right.
I think our ancestors are turning in their graves when they see us, like, still trying to fit into this system.
Yeah.
And, like, work this system. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
It's so much we can do.
I've seen that so much in all of my engineering career that I'm just like, I can't do it. Like,
Man, Frederick Douglass so disappointed with me. I ain't been to Europe yet. He's like, what you doing? What you doing? Time ain't waiting. You know what, boy, if I was your age and free, you free. You should have been bought that plane ticket. You want to be in America. You living in Tennessee? What you doing there? That's a slave state. I'm like, hey, it's Fred. It's different times, Frederick. Different times, Fred. Different times. Can I call you Freddie? It's different times, Freddie. It's all good, baby. It's all good. Yeah, man. We are living the dream. Literally.
Yeah, man.
But to that point though, I do think, like, I think previous generations, I think something they miss out is that, like, I don't know, they have I feel like a lot of their idea of what success is and what black people need to be doing is really rooted in whiteness and rooted in, like, what white people have deemed as socially acceptable or the white standard of what the American dream is. You know what I mean? And it's like, especially our generation, we like, yo, we gonna define this for ourselves. We're free people. We can do whatever we want. We understand the history. We respect the history of everybody who's fought for us. But we'd be doing them a disservice if we just, like, continue to try to, like you said, uphold this, like, the system as it is and try to live within the confines of that. And so
yeah,
I think they kind of still are clung to, like, because they were the first to do a lot of things that, like, that we weren't allowed to do. It had a little, but it's like, nah, like, we can do even more than that now. You know what I mean? We're free to kind of do whatever. And so, yeah. So I don't know. That's my take on it. Sorry, I didn't mean to get deep on this, but yeah, it was interesting though. I was like, we ain't gonna be what's that? Eyes on the Prize? Did you ever watch those? This ain't about to be Eyes on the Prize. It's these I was like, African Americans. It's like these documentary series about, like, the civil rights movement and everything, and it's good. It's really good. I think I would encourage anybody to watch it. It's really dope. But in terms of, like, the content on this podcast and, like, what we talking about, we not, like, we respect the history. Me, I can get into that bag, but no, man, we just free black man trying to live free. You know what I mean? Like, for real, like, really live free. Like, so yeah. It's my 2 cents on
that. Yep. I've just had so many conversations and experiences with people that I see that are in this system, and I'm just like, you need to get out of that.
Get out.
Like, I can bring you out of this if you would just listen to me. I know the answers. Follow me. But also for me, like, it's, even though, like, I can talk so candidly about it and stuff now, but I'm still, like, really struggling with trying to get my mindset out of that still. Like, I still have
it's hard.
So many aspects that are just, like, focused on that. And even last week when I talk about, like, these young white kids that are just billionaires off of the internet and
right
stuff, like, they've been free for, like, centuries. So it's just like they think in a different way, and they still have some of that stuff with older generations, like, dealing with, like, they still have a way of life, but they still are allotted more freedoms where we're just like, if minorities specifically, it's like, in order for you to make it, you got to go to school, you got to get your education, and you got to work your job for the next 30, 40 years, buy you a house, do all this stuff. And I'm like, now they're into buying cryptocurrency. Like, where they've been doing ETFs and all kind of stocks and bonds NFTs, and all that stuff. And like, we're just learning real estate.
Right.
And it's just like, there's so many ways we're behind the curve, but yeah, we just gotta branch out a little bit more. And we're seeing more freedoms happen, but y'all gotta stop fighting us. Just let my hair grow. Don't tell me to get a haircut. I haven't got a haircut in like 2 years.
I'm proud of you.
And that's mostly off of this stuff. Just people telling me that that's what I need to do, so I'm not doing it. Like, every time somebody tells me get a haircut, I'm more solidified and I'm making the right decision.
My dad, if people don't know, I call my dad, I nicknamed my dad Rev, and I nicknamed him Rev way back in high school. I was like 14, 15. I just started calling him Rev because he always got preaching or something like that, or he spiritualized a lot of stuff that don't even so we wasn't even there, man. It's not. But I get it. All right. But I was laughing because if he was to hear how you was talking, he'd be like, "You in rebellion? That's all. That's all that is. You just in y'all young people in rebellion."
I mean, it's true.
But he would equate it to like you like the devil or something.
Oh,
right? Yeah. So that's where it would get a little sticky. So he wouldn't come to your church because you. No, I'm playing. I'm messing.
You shouldn't. You should. If I got a church, then somebody messed up somewhere.
Somebody dropped the ball. But nah, I hear you though. It is hard to break that mentality, for sure. Yeah, and especially I don't know, and we gonna get off this. It's gonna get lighthearted again because I don't want it to. I hate when we get super deep or heavy. But a part of me though, something in me that is like, I'm trying to still like. I guess I don't know what's the word, unlearn. I'll say unlearn, like because you want to. I think I've always had the mentality. I've always wanted to make my family proud or be doing stuff that's like that looks good. You know what I mean, image wise. All type of stuff. I guess wanting them to be proud of me. I think, which is that's not I mean, we all want our family to be proud, but like really sticking to some like box that maybe I self-created it based on a perception that, or whatever the case is. But it's still something I'm trying to learn now because it's a lot of stuff I want to do that I don't really tell my family. I might like mention it in passing or come off as a joke because I joke a lot. So sometimes what I'm saying, what I'm really joking or what I'm, it's hard to tell sometimes. But I be serious a lot of times when I'm telling, especially talking about the future, what I want to do. But I'm also like in a space where I'm like, I don't know if I can completely be open or honest about that because for one, I don't want y'all trying to discourage me. I don't want to, who wants to hear like you ain't gonna make it or not to say that that's, but in so many words in a nice like articulate way. But it's like so it's still like I don't know. It's still been a journey for me trying to like be free, like, being free.
Yeah, it's hard. Freedom does not come easy. It's hard.
It don't. But yeah.
It's good. Nah, man. Embrace it. I don't want to run from those conversations. Absolutely. But you crying? Dang. Oh my. He started thinking about the dream. And it just brought him to tears.
If you don't want to play like that, don't play.
Oh shoot. Too funny.
Oh man. Speaking of playing, I That's gonna be a thing. I like doing weird transitions or just awkward because I'm just not gonna be good at transitions or what.
That's fine.
But I don't know if you want to take the lead on this because you brought it up earlier, the spitting situation. Unless you want to jump to something else.
Nah, I mean you put it in.
All right.
Go on and say what you want to say.
What's funny is I don't have a lot to say. I will. This is what I will say. I'm all right. I got a little bit to say. I had made a tweet a while back that we need to defund Mike Ty videos. I tweeted it, and it wasn't really about Mike Ty because I don't know Mike Ty. I don't really like. I mean, I've seen his videos. I might have watched like a sermon or two of his or whatever. But I don't, it's not, I don't know if I care that much, you know what I mean? In a nutshell,
yeah.
I don't like, it's not really about Mike Todd, but I was saying, I thought Mike Todd represented though, I think I used his name because he represented like where the church is, where like religion is, and just like just a social media preacher. Like people are like, he has a huge following on social media and everywhere, like his YouTube clips are go super viral, all that stuff. And so in a lot of ways, and that's the danger of social media in general in this society, but it creates this false illusion of like connectedness to like, okay, this person now is like the voice. He's my pastor. He's a voice. I can go to this voice for it. And it's like, you don't have no relationship with him. I don't think it's possible for somebody to pastor somebody virtually, like, or in that way as like a social media influencer pastor. I don't think that's a feasible way of actually pastoring somebody by like the letter of law or whatever. And so I think so I was saying I thought his videos after a while were starting, it was just kind of like, all right, and I get it, it's like it draws people, it's like there's a strategy involved, I'm sure there's like a lot of stuff, but I think that's just got to be, that model is dangerous. And so it becomes dangerous in this situation we have with the spitting, which is just like, it's just not necessary. That's my thing. It's like when it's like how the church is right now. The church is just caught up in just the whole let's go viral thing. Like that's the whole society is. And I think my stance too is like the American church is usually a reflection of society more than society is a reflection of the American church, if that makes sense. So whatever's hot on the streets, the church is going to try to do on some level, but make it Jesus or funny, friendly, and we're it's like but it always comes off as corny. It always comes off as like, okay, people can see through that. Even people who aren't believe can see. All right, you're just trying to like draw attention, but that the attention.
Jesus Christ is my nigga.
That type of stuff though, like really like takes away from the message ultimately. Like nobody's gonna remember whatever Mike Todd was saying in this video, because I know I don't. I mean, I think I know what story he was going towards or what, but it's like I know that because I just know I've been in church forever. But somebody who's like, if you're like, if your stance or your argument is that these videos are for like the advancement of the gospel, or they get shared everywhere, it's great, the kingdom is being advanced, quote unquote. If that's your aim, then that's just whatever. The antics are like a direct antithesis to that. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
right.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I gotta drink some water after that. Public education, baby. I made it though. But yeah, it's a direct like antithesis to that. It's direct, like it's opposite of what right. Yeah, it's opposite to that, because you're like, you drawing all this attention, but now nobody's talking about whatever you're talking about. And if they are, they're talking about it like the spirit of life. There's a lot of people. I saw most takes I saw on Twitter were like, "That's why I don't go to church. This is why I don't." I'm and for the record, those people weren't going before. This wasn't like Mike Todd could have walked on water Sunday. They still wasn't. They weren't going to go either way. They need to let that go anyway. But still though, like at the end of the day though, that if people were, it does tend to kind of put like a bad name. And so I'll be interested to hear, like, I guess what you thought of it, because I know you usually have very nuanced opinions on stuff like this. So my jaw was dropped the whole time. Like
I'm probably not even gonna say what you think I might say. But when he like rubbed it in his hand and just like put it on the eye, and I'm like, oh, cool, okay, that's all he gonna do. But then he was like, nah, you just gonna get all this, and then just took the whole palm, and you could see like it stringing off, like it ran off his nose and was just stringing there, and he had to like pull it off. He like went like this and just like pulled that little piece off. I was so mad. I was just like, why? What is the point of this? This is so ridiculous. And like all the crowd is going crazy. He's like, yeah, this is why y'all like y'all feel uncomfortable with this. I'm like, yes, because it's unnecessary. You're not Jesus. You're not healing his sight. Like that was the whole purpose.
He can see just fine. He like, hey, bro, my eye's good.
And you can see the dude's discomfort the whole time because he knew what was about to happen. Like he was in on it.
Yeah, he was in on it. I think he did probably know what was coming, but it's still
like. But he was still like cringy.
Like he was not comfortable at all.
But then like to like cough and like hawk all that stuff up, like for what?
Dramatic
it's
effect,
just
baby.
So unnecessary. But everything that you're saying is like he's doing it for just shock value.
Yeah.
Like shock works when it comes to social media.
Right.
And I mean, like I've seen pastors do or say shocking things even when they're not on
so yeah,
even when it's not on a social platform,
right,
like that is a thing. But I think that is, again, to your point of the culture influencing the church, where like people in the church feel like they have to say things that are just so shocking. It's just
I'm
like,
a real pastor. I know you out here having sex for money. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the real stuff tonight.
Okay,
I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna come up the street. You in Snapchat sending your titties out. Oh yeah. We gonna talk about it.
Oh, I saw it.
What? Why'd you see it, Pastor? That ain't your business. But I saw it.
And you know who else? Jesus saw it too. Come on with it. Somebody gonna fall out, man. But it's just, I don't know. I think I really couldn't get over just the fact that he did it. Like I really didn't put much more thought into this spiritually.
What's funny? What's funny? I didn't even finish the video. I couldn't. I was like,
I watched the whole.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't watch him smear this. I knew what was going. I knew I knew it happened, but I was not.
It got bad.
I was not finishing that joint. I know because I saw like he was up to the point where he was like kind of swishing it around in his hand. That's how you know it's a lot of spit. If you can swish some spit around in your hand, like it's like what?
Also, for the record, when you put it in the doc, I didn't know who that was. I had to Google who.
Oh, word, yeah.
Because I don't know people's names.
Right. That's
celebrities or in person.
Yeah.
I'm not going to remember your name. Sometimes I forget Natasha's name and I got to think about it. It just happens. I just blank on names at any given moment. So
you like that? Oh, what's your name?
I
Tisha.
all the time.
Tisha. Tosh, come here.
People think I'm playing when I do it, but it's dead serious. Like I'm really trying to like recall that name.
Man.
So like I'll like what's your husband? Johnny. That's it. So yeah, and I don't know a lot about him, or I've seen clips of him in the past and things he said, but yeah, I don't know. It's just, what was the point? Like he could have conveyed all of that without having the performance behind it.
Yeah, but I also think people, I don't think it's just a Mike Todd thing. I think like the way our society works now is that especially social media, you can explode so fast through social media, your popularity, and everything like that. And so I think a lot of times that level of like fame or influence, all that type of stuff, it kind of in a nutshell makes you a prisoner of it. The same thing that built, you know what I mean? You have to like, because whatever got you hot, whatever, you know, it might have been something that was like a more antic-y, or it's something you said that was just like, boom, soundbite. Oh my gosh, he said that. That's so crazy. So now you gotta try to live up, or I don't know. And I think a lot of people's mind, it's like you're trying to live up to whatever you said from before, and so you're not even really like, it's like you're a character of yourself almost.
Yeah.
And that happens in rap. That happens in a lot of different things. It's not just like being a huge social media pastor, but
yeah, I think it's any entertainment.
Yeah.
Because I think once you get past a certain point with, like, even with a church or being a pastor, if you are online and stuff, like, it becomes entertainment to some degree.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, so like I try to give people the benefit of the doubt with anything, so I don't want to necessarily say that he was like clout chasing in a way, or just trying to bring more attention. But it's still just why like it didn't need to be done. And again, I don't know him, so I can't say all of his intentions. I don't know them, but
right.
But yeah, I intentionally didn't look at comments and stuff because I know what all that stuff eventually leads to.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Hey, but Mike Todd, we love you, man. You want to ever come on and talk about, all that? Let us know. Friend of the show. We talk about our friends and our not friends. We don't not have friends though on this podcast. Everybody's our friend. Everybody. We're like a PBS show in terms of that. Like everybody can come on this. We don't have. We teaching everybody to be friends. Everybody.
Can get it.
Huh? What are they getting? I'm confused. What are they getting?
They can get these questions.
Oh. Why you saying it like that? Yeah. You can just say we can have a conversation.
Yeah, they can get these questions.
We just say it's just a conversation. Whoa.
They gonna get them hard.
You're out of pocket. I'm trying to get us these PBS sponsorships. That's why I had to move on with Seti, because he used to this network. He know how network television. He know how to play it. He know how to not make white folks mad so we can get that sponsorship money. He know how to do that.
Hey, you think I don't?
We gotta.
You know my illustrious history with white people.
It's you, Wayne Brady. Will I Am.
Oh snap! Not Will I Am.
Flow Rider.
Okay.
This
right.
I'm giving you like the black men that white people just like. The Q score is like 99. Like it's you, Wayne Brady, Will I Am.
This white dude at work told me he loved me the other day. I'm like, I don't even know you like that. Like he's like, man, I just love you, Kyle. I'm just
Kenan Thompson. White people love Kenan Thompson now. So it's you, Kenan Thompson on there. It's y'all. Y'all in the class of y'all own. Yeah. Kenan white people love it. I don't think I'll ever get that approval with white folks again. I can't, I just can't keep my mouth still.
I don't know. And it's funny because I don't necessarily want it. I so desire for white people to look at me as the militant black man, but it just doesn't happen. It's like my face just doesn't allow it.
You that comedian that just the white people just adopted as one of their comedians. Like it's just you go to shows mainly white. It's like Chappelle. Before Chappelle, like really, his audiences were mainly white. Yeah, wow.
I
That's
mean, they
crazy.
still are. That hasn't changed.
It's more of us come now. But yeah, you right. You probably right. Oh man.
You don't fill a stadium that big without a lot of white people being there.
Man, that's a fact. That is
Because unfortunately, as many black people as there are, we don't really buy tickets.
you gotta really be somebody for us to come out. You gotta be Beyonce. Like we'll buy tickets for Beyonce. You gotta be like Beyonce.
It's still mostly white people.
Nah, not at her shows. It's like a.
Are you sure?
The Beehive is like, it's like 93% black. It's like exclusively black, and then white women can like, white women join the Beehive as like they kind of like. It's like the mafia. You know how like I don't know if you know the history of the mob. Like only Italians could join the mafia, but they would work with Irish black people. That's the Beehive. It's like you got to be a black woman to be in the Beehive. But if you like white Hispanic, if you like Beyonce, you can like be. You can go to the con. You can appreciate, but you can't be in the Beehive like I'm in the Beehive.
I had an Indian man explain to me the Beehive. So
I mean, it's big.
They
like that's what I'm saying. The Beehive, it's everybody. Like they doing other stuff though. They not like invited to the cookout. You know what I mean? It's like a different level of like connection. You know what I'm saying? It's like black women. They like Beyonce take them with her on trips to like Greece. Like she kicking it with them. The Beehive. They eligible for that type of stuff. A white Beehive could never like go with Beyonce to like Paris. Not her like immediate circle. Nah. She can run into Beyonce over there, and Beyonce, you know, she just happened to be Beyonce wave at her, but she not about to invite her like into her section to kick it. Yeah, that's I mean them the Beehive rules, you know.
Oh, Michael Strahan, he's another one.
Oh, you under Michael Strahan. It's like Wayne Brady, Michael Strahan, will.i.am. Then you, yeah. John Legend, we gotta add him in there.
They do love him.
John Legend, white people, you and
also
John
from Ohio,
around the same area, Southwest Ohio in the building, huh? I want to see.
Where is he from?
I think they like John a little more than you. He's from Springfield.
Yeah, Springfield. That's it.
They like John because you know they always playing his music at their weddings, so it's like you know what I mean. Like he making weddings.
And he made it to the sexiest man alive. So
that you know, yeah,
that only happens when white people voted. So
and they voted. Cause I know he's not the sexiest man amongst black women. That's me. I get that. I've won that award for 5 years straight now. But I'm ready to give up the crown. Like it's too much pressure.
In Essence magazine.
Yeah, man. Essence. I was in Jet. I be in Ebony. I be in all those. How Valerian Riddle keeps himself in shape. Me like in the Heisman pose, like working out. What Valerian Riddle likes to do for fun in the off time of not being the sexiest man in the world. What type of woman is Valerian Riddle looking for? She got to be God-fearing. I don't know what else. It's a long list. I don't remember. I don't know what we were talking about, but I've enjoyed this episode though. I'm clearly having a ball.
I have no idea. All over the place.
Yeah, I'm clearly having a ball.
All right. So while we're on the topic, can nice people become billionaires? That's something I saw an article about that a couple weeks ago, and can you
summarize this argument for me, or what the article said? Not
the article actually pissed me off because it didn't say anything.
That's the headline at the top I read was like either one could be like it could be an asshole or a nice person could both be billionaires, and I was like,
so that's basically what it was saying is that there was some study that was done and they presented two different people. Joe, who is demanding, aggressive, focused on results, not feelings, occasionally deceitful, and often manipulative. Shoot.
You okay?
Yeah. So it says, yep, most people think he's a jerk. Joe is polite, soft-spoken, trustworthy, generous, considerate. Most people think he's a good guy. And then also part of that, most people assumed when asked that the nice guy would be the one that would be in charge, because that's what or the jerk would be the one that's in charge and be the titan of industry, because that's usually what happens. But then they had some like other studies that showed that a nice guy or a nice person could actually do that. But I'm like, based on what exactly? Like,
they didn't get no.
So it didn't. I mean, maybe I need to reread it because it has been a while, and it's also really short. Like, all it basically says is, we got this quote from Mark Cuban and a quote from Jeff Bezos, and they both say, yeah, kindness is the best choice. I'm like, that doesn't mean that that's how they made it.
Right. That's, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't believe it necessarily for Jeff Bezos. Maybe early in his career. I don't know if I believe it anymore. Trillionaire Jeff Bezos? I don't know. I don't see how that happens.
Jeff Bezos that like they say them Amazon factories are just slaves.
Ruthless.
Just like,
yeah,
it's, man.
But it's like, when stuff like that happens, it's usually from the leadership and it trickles down. And that's why I can't really believe it.
Right.
Costco, on the other hand, like, everybody's super nice.
But
like,
doesn't the CEO keep
yells.
he doesn't isn't he famous for not putting his salary over a certain number? It's like he has a really low salary. Yeah. If it's still the same guy, he might be a different guy by now. But I remember you said.
But that's also just their culture, though.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Even if a new CEO comes in, like, it's they have, it's the smallest, like, lowest employee to CEO ratio.
Yeah.
Get pay ratio, and
you should.
So
be careful. Like, you starting to use certain buzzwords, Kyle. I see you getting caught up. You saying using words like culture. I'm like, oh boy. It got you easy, man.
But no, I'm saying that that's just like
no,
any
I know,
company. Every
I know.
company,
I'm just messing with you. But them are when people start talking about the culture, like, oh, you love you where you work at. When you talk about the culture,
I mean, I still don't. Like, I'm still, I'm still on my, this ain't what I'm gonna do grind, and like, I'm already like feeling, all right, I got to start making moves and get out of here. It's only been like 3 months. Like, I'm not even a permanent employee yet, and I'm already like, yeah, this ain't it. I can't do this. It's too hard on my body. I don't understand how people have physical jobs for their whole life. Like, I can't.
Yeah, unless only sports. That's the only physical job that's worth having.
Yeah, because you get paid millions.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
It's a trade-off.
I'm not about to do this for $11.75. You get me. You get me messed up.
And that's how I be thinking about it. It's like, how is it the people that do the most demanding physical jobs get paid the least?
Capitalism, baby.
Like,
baby.
Crazy.
Capitalism.
Like, they're putting their health on the line.
CAIP. I'm spelling it wrong. Forgive me.
Cape?
CAPITALISM. Capitalism, baby. Capitalism. That's how it happens, baby.
Shout out to Sesame Street.
That's why the hardest jobs pay the least, baby, because of capitalism.
It's true.
That's why the minimum wage ain't changing, baby. Capitalism.
But, yeah. So, back to this. Mark Cuban said, early in my career, I was like, bam, 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 bam. I might curse. I might get mad. I got to the point where I didn't have, I got to the point where I didn't have one to, I can't read. That's my problem. Oh my gosh. I got to the point where I wouldn't have wanted to do business with me when I was in my 20s. I had to change, and I did. And it really paid off. One of the most underrated skills in business right now is being nice sales. So it's like, And then Jeff Bezos said, cleverness is a gift, kindness is a choice. And then they said, bottom line, you can still have high expectations. You can still be demanding. You can still be focused on results, but just be nice. And I'm like, this didn't prove anything to me.
Nothing.
Like
it's propaganda.
was
It's
say
a
be
propaganda
nice.
piece. It's to make billionaires look like better people. And
they probably paid him for it.
the way our media work, well, the way our Americans, and you about to see now, I'm about to get on another rant. You in my bag right now, baby. This capitalism talk. So
Yeah,
the way
let's go.
the way America propagandizes is that Americans are indoctrinated to believe that it is possible for them to be a billionaire.
Mm.
The way we talk about America, the land of opportunity, the way media pieces kind of puff up billionaires as like, oh, okay, this is a success story, but it's also possible for you. They just found something that worked, and boom. In fact, them being a billionaire is proof that anybody can be a billionaire. When really the opposite is true. It's like statistically, you're more likely to I don't even know. It's like random stuff that's way more likely to happen. Like I think you're way more likely to get struck by lightning than become a billionaire in this country.
Well, yeah, I mean, billionaire is like excessive. Millionaire though, that's a much larger pool.
But that's the thing. They're all chasing that B.
Are they though?
Yes, in a nutshell. They might not be getting it. They might not be getting it. I'm saying like the way the system works, it like rewards greed, right?
Right.
In a way. So it's like even if I'm not necessarily a greedy person per se, or my intent was just to go in business just to be able to pay my bills every day, right? Capitalism though is going to reward to a point. There's going to become a point where it's going to reward me pursuing more, even though I don't necessarily need to. And the culture we live in preaches that you should strive for more, that you should want more, that it's never enough.
But can you be greedy and nice? That's, I don't think we're talking about greed or the article itself.
I think I do think there's a bit of it, like they're a bit antithetical to each other, right? Because I mean, greed is like, and it's like a synonym for selfish, right? When we call somebody selfish, like they might be nice, they might be charming, they might come off nice, but at the end of the day, you kind of know a greedy person or a selfish person is always going to do what's best for them. Which might not always come off, you know what I mean? There's going you know what I mean? And you can have a sunny disposition. Maybe is that what you're talking? Is somebody who's like has a sunny disposition, they're always positive, they're cool to be around.
Right. Yeah. I think that's all it's talking. It's not talking about.
Well, I mean, that's a personality thing though. That's like
right. That's what
I don't know. I think you
can
act in that. I'm saying though, like your character though. I think if you're saying, I feel like that's what I'm discussing. It's like the character. Like, is their character nice? Is that, you know what I mean? Versus like, because there's people who can come off who are just great. They're charismatic. They can come off like that around public, or people like, you know what I mean? That side of them that might be like more of a asshole or whatever the case is. They might only show that to like a few it's like Michael Jordan, right? We finally saw behind the screens of how he came off, but to us, the image he always put out was that he was just this nice, really nice guy. But then the more you get closer to him, it's like, oh, this dude was ruthless. He was like, you know, and I know he's not like, he might not even be a good example.
I didn't even know he had that perception of being nice.
Or like back in his playing days, yeah, he was always like, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really see that until seeing commercials. And I was like, oh, they portrayed him like this?
Yeah, And it came out, people were always doing books, so like, you know, journalists were always doing books and like kind of being like getting behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And showing like, oh, this dude's really like this. But no, he was like, the image they put out was him as this nice guy. And so I think that's a very easy thing to kind of like, you know, you can come off nice. So I guess I'm thinking of it in terms of their character. And I think that's in my opinion, that'd be very difficult to do, to be like this just super nice person at your core and still like, you know, maybe, I don't know now. in the middle of it, I was thinking more. I was like, maybe I'm being too harsh.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I do think that is the huge pitfall of capitalism. I remember having a conversation with this dude I worked with, and I was like, man, I hate capitalism. And he was like, what? Really? You hate capitalism? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, capitalism, what did he say? It allows anybody to be able to be successful in business. And I'm like,
not our system.
Theory.
Yeah, theoretically, yeah, but not in our. No.
But then I'm like, it breeds so many other things though. Like it breeds all of the, here, you peasants, you have this and you have to work, you have to do this.
Yeah.
Because it makes my bottom line better, but it doesn't make your life any better.
But so now, all right, now you got me wanting to. I got another thought that I want to add to that, because I agree that, but I think also that capitalism is like, it can be what we make it too. Because at the same time, like, there's a part of me I believe all this stuff about capitalism, but at the same time, there's a part of me that's also, or that realizes this is the system we have, and if I'm going to be in America for however long I'm about to be here, it might behoove me to tap in with that, because that's a system that's rewarded in this country. Like it would behoove me to own a business because you get more tax breaks. It would behoove me to, you know what I mean, to go that route because that's what gets rewarded. And you just kind of like, you know what I mean? I can't.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I could change. I don't have the power within myself to change the system of capital. Like it would, you know what I mean, take a massive movement, which I'm not necessarily opposed to that, but I don't think enough people are like willing to go there with that right now, especially so it's like, all right, so I do think it can be I think you can use it and kind of put your own values on what you do. So like, for example, if I have a business, I can say, well, I'm gonna pay my people above market rate because they, you know what I mean, there's ways within you can work or whatever and be like, I guess, more benevolent of a boss and all that type of stuff. But I think inherently it often breeds out what we see, greed, and just, people just kind of every man for himself. All, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I do think, this is my last point on it, is yes, I do think it can happen, but it's a way, way slower process to get there.
Right, yeah.
And I think, like, I see that with many companies that I follow, like the companies that are about that, and they are looking for, like, I want to value all of my customers as if they are me, as if they are the CEOs, and like everybody gets everything good, gets great benefits, above market pay, all that stuff, but it's a lot slower process to get to the top of whatever field they're in.
Word.
And yeah, I think that's why like people have issues with Walmart, because Walmart is very similar to many other places. Like Walmart and Target, I don't think are any different. Like aesthetics are different.
Yeah.
And then even like Sam's Club compared to Costco. I hate that I'm comparing Costco, but they are like a good example of that, because their growth is super slow, but it's consistent since they've been in business.
Word.
But they've like just cared more about their employees and everybody that is involved in the system of Costco.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I do follow like what be happening in China, because they're a communist economy.
Right.
And just in comparison, like they've had a couple of their like rich people, like anytime somebody is super successful in China and is very rich, like millionaire, billionaire, if they aren't publicly like exclaiming things about communism being good and China being a good union, they go missing. Like just randomly they'll go, and I always get like articles and updates about like just certain people, they don't know where they at. So like even
Oh, they know. Oh, they know. Know exactly where
Tony
they at.
Ma, I think that was the last time I've seen somebody went missing was Tony Ma. I his name Tony. Something Ma. But he's the richest man in China, and he was always very public about his like affiliation with the Chinese government and that they do good things. And then one time he said something that was like a little off kilter. He went missing for like 2-3 months.
But he popped back up.
He popped back up, but like he still went missing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what in the world? Like that is crazy.
Yeah.
Like that would never happen in America.
Yeah, no, that would.
Unless your rise of money came against the U.S. federal taxes. Like
Yeah, right.
Taxes, they gonna get you.
Oh yeah, you out of here. Don't
Anything
Uncle Sam. You don't play with
else
Uncle
is
Sam.
fine. No,
You don't. That's the one man you do not.
He is gonna get you.
He. That's the mob. You want to talk about mafias? That's the real mob. You do not.
Like even Al Capone, like they had so much stuff on this dude.
Yeah,
But tax evasion is what they got him on.
man.
Like that's crazy. Crazy.
He did it.
They knew everything that dude was doing.
He did a crime called he wasn't there, but he like masterminded this crime called the St. Valentine's Massacre in Chicago. And basically it was just this restaurant all of these monsters got shot up at, and they kind of they knew he was behind it because it was his people that was doing nothing.
Right.
Nothing happened. Yeah.
But Texas? Oh, you gotta go now. Like that's nuts.
Man. But yeah, no, I think it's kind of like what we have right now, unless like I said, people want to have do like the French, because France, they hit the streets. The French, some piss France off, they about to burn up Paris. There's some like it's a lot of countries like that. Like they don't like a lot of South American countries are like that. You hear about that, like people just revolution, like huge people just in the streets. Like forget, we ain't going over this. But that takes a lot of. For one, we're comfortable people, so that would take a lot of. Ain't nobody trying to die out here. This ain't that deep. We like this ain't that. Look, it's just a few little dollars. It ain't that big, baby. We good, America. We good, baby.
The next election.
Y'all good, baby. I ain't tripping. I'll pick up a second job. Look, I ain't tripping about them few dollars. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all right. I'll Uber a little bit on weekends. That's all right. I ain't tripping. All right. We good, baby. We good. I don't want no smoke. Yeah.
I'm moving to Canada.
It's too cold. I'm probably gonna move to Africa though. I think I'm gonna move to Africa at some point, or just be over there a lot. Tolu's dad over there. I'm low key want to.
I'll Skype you.
I low key want to hit up Tolu's dad and be like, "Hey, let me crash for like a week. Let me fill it out. Let me give a few days here.
Let me come stay in your combine."
Yeah, basically. They be rich. Like when Africans that lived over here now and come back to Nigeria, that money stretch over there. They be living lavish. They be balling over in Nigeria with this little American money. Oh my God! Like every Nigerian who get like a household, they like, yeah, the money.
So my uncle, he would do the opposite. He like worked in, well, I guess it's not Africa, but he would go and work in Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
Because the money that he made was tax free, and then come back and ball out here.
Oh man, I've heard of that too. Yeah, I have heard of people doing. Yeah. See, baby, that's what Frederick Douglass clapping about. He like, that's all right. That's all right, young blood. You over in Saudi Arabia, man. I wish I could have, man. I wish I could have got over here. Yeah, that's all right. So you make the money over here. But you take the wait, they letting you do that? So you making the money in Saudi Arabia, but they ain't Uncle Sam don't want nothing of it. He don't want no cut. Boy, I tell you what, you lucky. Boy, you lucky, man. My day.
I think he would be proud of me. I almost got Frederick Douglass hair.
I think he would be proud of you, Cal. I do. I think he proud. Yeah. I read he's got one of the coolest stories, and I don't know why it's not a movie yet. But he's got one of the best, like, black. You want to talk a story?
It probably is.
A movie?
it come on TV One though, so nobody saw it. TV One and Bounce.
It was starring Flex Alexander as Frederick Douglass.
And Bill Bellamy was his friend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think Cedric the Entertainer was in that one. He might have been.
I
in
would
that.
I feel like who really would have done it was Hill Harper. That's who it would have been.
Oh man, you know who else would have done it? This is a good female. You know who Vanessa Bell Calloway is? She went to OU. You gotta Google her. Google her. You've seen her face. Google her. Yeah, it's Vanessa Bell Calloway. Cause it's Vanessa Bell Armstrong, but that's a singer. Vanessa Bell Calloway. Google. She went to OU. She an OU alum actually. Shout out to her. But she would have been in this movie. She would have been in this Frederick Douglass TV One movie. You never seen her?
I'm looking.
You ain't seen her. Dang. The audience will know. They'll see. They'll be like, Vanessa, she would be in the Frederick Douglass movie.
Okay, well they got a picture of her when she was on Coming to America. So
Oh, that was like her.
I know her in that scene, but I don't know her from nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You got she's on the red carpet in front of a bounce.
It would be on either TV One or Bounce.
Like I thought. Just like I thought.
See, that's why I'm saying she would be.
Oh shit! I mean, like, what else is she in? I don't know anything she would be in.
What else is
I guess
she?
she's in Coming to America too, which I still haven't seen.
She just be in random like black movies. That's why I know her.
Clearly, now that I've gotten into what she's in. She's in Love Don't Cost a Thing.
It's a who's who of BT. What's the Blackbusters? It's the who's who of those.
Love Don't Cost a Thing. Biker Boys.
Yeah, she is in Biker Boys.
A Private Affair. I know that movie.
You know it? I haven't seen it. I don't think I've seen that.
Oh shoot!
Is that a BT Blackbuster?
Yeah, probably. Clifton Powell.
She would be in a lot.
Billionaires.
He would be in that movie. Yeah, Clifton Powell might be in this Frederick Douglass movie too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's gonna be and he would definitely he would be the black man that's in opposition to Frederick Douglass.
Yeah.
Like he's more siding with the white vote.
Yeah.
Cause he always plays a villain.
He do always play, and he played Pinky though.
He played who?
Pinky from Next Friday. That was
right.
that was
It's
Clifton.
Pinky. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah, it's Pinky.
Shut up!
Shut up! You keep your mouth shut. Oh, I heard that. Say it again. Say something else.
Oh man, The Preacher's Son. Yeah, I've seen that. Oh gosh, that movie. Ooh. Jaleel White's in it, so you know it's good. Oh, and Kalita Smith.
She would be in them too.
I love her. So
No, I was not in the Fred, but she would be in just in those movies. Like while we down these BT Blackbusters, just naming them.
I'm
Just-
like finding all these
just-
old movies now. Do you remember King's Ransom? With Anthony Anderson when he was still fat. I hate the titles of our shows. Oh my gosh. In the Cut.
I ain't seen
In the Cut. I don't even know, but I'm sure it's about a barbershop. Because the barbershop owner is reunited with the he never knew he had. Why? Why is it the son he never knew he had? And they learn what it means to live, work, and learn alongside each other. My. 7 seasons? On what? It was
It's
on
on
balance.
balance.
It was on. I'm so hot, Red. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, but the cast is star-studded. You got Dorian Wilson. Who, if y'all don't know, he's the love interest on the Parkers. You got Ken Lawson, who's also on the Parkers. John Marshall, who plays TJ's dad on Smart Guy. Jackie Harry, Kalita Smith. Mark Curry is Wade.
I can't breathe.
Oh my goodness.
I can't breathe.
Oh, and Kim Coles. You got to round it off with Kim Coles.
I can't do this. I gotta go. I gotta go. Everybody he named is a friend of the show. If you ever want to be a guest, just hit us up.
Gosh, I'm sweating.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hit us up. Okay.
Wait. Okay,
No,
okay, I'm done.
Please stop.
Production company. Bent Out of Shape Production.
Please stop. Please stop. I gotta go, bro. I gotta go.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, all right, I'm done. All right. Thank you for joining us again. I'm Kyle Walker.
Hey. I gotta apologize. We gotta apologize. We gotta apologize to like 90% of C-list Hollywood.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta apologize to any black actor that's been on a UPN show. If you've ever been on UPN TV One, I'm sorry, Bounce TV, the old WB. If you was on the if you had a guest appearance on the Jamie Foxx show, we apologize.
Also, I'm sorry to Essence Atkins.
If you
just because I feel like this offends her.
If you was one of the co-stars on In the House with LL Cool J, I'm sorry.
I used to really watch that, but
if you was in How to Be a Player, we are sorry.
You're still continuous.
We're sorry. I'm sorry.
I gotta pee, bro. I gotta go.
If you was on the Steve Harvey show, the first 2 seasons, we sorry. We're sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Time. Thanks again.
Hold on. If you was in the Different World reboot, if you was in the reboot of Different World, we sorry. The reboot though, just the reboot. We sorry. We owe you an apology. Oh my gosh.
I feel like I just worked out.
Oh my God. I ain't laughed that hard in so long. I ain't laughed that, and it's been a very long time.
Did you stop recording?
No, I haven't yet. I'm still the spirit is still moving. He's still moving.
Bro, I gotta go. I have to pee so bad.